And of course, the other place you can't escape the Palestinian cause is tomorrow night's Big Bash cricket game. Usman Khawaja, the Australian cricketer who tried to wear pro-Palestinian messages on his uniform during the Test series against Pakistan, but was banned by the International Cricket Council because they said that there were political overtones in those messages. Well, the Australian Cricket Board has no such worries about political messages, especially when they're from the progressive left. They've given him permission to wear, or to rather to have a peace dove on his cricket bat. This is a pointless protest. It's clearly political. It's a peace dove, yes, but all this started with him writing inane words in Palestinian colours on his shoes. We know that it's political. And to be honest, it's petulant because he was repeatedly told no, 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 and yet rather than just leave it alone, he continues in trying to find a way to bring the Palestinian issue onto the cricket field. It's unbecoming for a Test batsman and a sporting hero. We want to acknowledge him and admire him for his sporting prowess and not have the waters muddied by a Pakistan-born Australian wanting to support Palestine on the cricket field.
Yeah, it's stick to your knitting. It's stick to your batting. Do what you do well. Don't do this kind of thing. The symbol is the symbol of a dove. So the theory is he's advocating peace. If you're really serious about peace, the message is very simple. You tell Hamas to lay down their arms and surrender. You'd have peace. That's the only way there's going to be peace in the Middle East, is when Hamas lay down their arms and surrender. But is that his message? I suspect that's not what he intends to convey.
No, if that was his message, he would have made this stance immediately after October 7, but he waited, of course, until it was the Palestinians who were under attack from Israel, and now he's making his stance. You can't find peace in the cricket field. You'd think you'd be able to find peace in church, Liz, though I would suggest inviting the President, Joe Biden, is probably not conducive to peace in church, and nor is having pro-Palestinian protesters. Here's Joe Biden trying to drum up support from the black community at a black church, but he's interrupted by a bunch of pro-Palestinians.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
Now, that's not funny, but what I thought was funny, Liz, is that in response, the congregation started chanting 4 more years, which is about as unlikely as a ceasefire and about as helpful.
Now, let's go, Brandon, seriously. But this is unfolding in America like nowhere else, almost. We are seeing such pro-Palestinian protests like the one in LA recently at a war cemetery. Get a load of this. People are literally defacing a war cemetery in honour of 80,000 American soldiers that fell during World War I, World War II, the Vietnam War, and more. This is where they are laid to rest, and this is where these haters of Western democracy have decided to just completely graffiti, deface and disgrace this, what should be a monument to honour the fallen. They can't even steer clear of a place this sacred.
No dignity.
It says everything about them.
No dignity, no respect. And also no clear thinking. I mean, very small children can't work out the consequences of their actions. Presumably, they would like to win people to their point of view. They'd like to persuade people. Yeah. But they can't work out, will these actions persuade people? Will this attract people to our movement? They can't work out the consequences of their action, people being, as we are, horrified by desecrating a cemetery where 80,000 war veterans are buried.